hired Joe to go print, and he was going to go 2 or 3, and he said 70 went 2 or 3.
That sounds about right.
Oh boy.
I'm over exaggerating. Just do all of them. Everyone in attendance today is one. Oh. Yeah, I did.
Make it 7.
I didn't do a second print, so it should be 3. That's okay. Perfect.
Joseph, no changes to the walk-ups?
No, it should be the same.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking, or I discussed it, look at the names on them.
What? The names on what?
They put the names on the song, so you didn't have to announce it. Or just like when the walk-up song got played, it was hey, when you get time today, would you do that?
I don't know if you want. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you when I'm gonna have time. You know what? You can make Dustin do it.
See?
Yes.
Shortstop, first base, Steinmeier DP, product second base, catcher, Thurman center field, Taylor third base. Okay, right field, left field. I haven't used this system, but I know how to stop things like that. It's just been a long time. We may start off slow, but they're gonna do the stupid thing of swapping the DP for the pitchers. We are. Yeah, I would imagine. Someone's calling me. I can't even add the freaking drivers.
Danielle, do you want us to make that change in the starting lineup so that she's registered with the start? Because I think it doesn't do that that way.
No, they don't. I don't know why. They don't. I don't.
It's so that they can use Steinmeier more flexibly later on, I guess.
Oh yeah, I get that with the lineup. Saying, do you
But
want
I
to
no, I think legally that is the starting lineup they used to do.
Yeah.
And you change it at.
when they pitch with the first one?
Yeah.
One goes.
Yeah.
So go ahead and take yourself out of there. Go escape.
Because she does technically
Yeah, play.
start, just not a
Correct.
pitcher.
So registers to start for the
She's starting order. Just at DP.
So what they're going to do is they're going to change out. So she's talking about the changing the first class. This is Al Smith. Right? Spot where you can lock. You go to softball. That's what we're with. Alright, so because she's in one spot, she can go out. Like Steinmeier is in the role right now, and they have Elspeth down pitch. What they're going to do is they're going to take her out of that spot. Steinmeier's going to go to pitch, and like there'll be nobody in that spot for the rest of the week. Because some batteries not going in. And what it does is it allows them when Steinmeier comes out of the game later in the game, she rather than her coming out, she can still hit, but she can just make sure if you don't know what the pitch was, you don't hit a button.
Yeah.
Because in Presto, it's not like in the 32-bit system where you hit delete and it takes that pitch. It's not the same. Does that make sense?
Well, because if you were doing stats for
Remind me to turn the music back up there.
Yeah. You want me to turn down now here, Joseph? You turn back up?
Yeah, you turn down and I'll turn up.
Yeah, hang on a second. Ready? Yep. I'm down to 25. Is that your normal level?
Yeah, I went back to where around where it was.
Alright.
But we have lacrosse stats, like you have to click edit, and then go in and edit it, and you have to click through like a million buttons.
Yeah. So baseball, softball, obviously not as complicated too as well. I mean, like, you know, now if you ever get screwed up and you get behind in something, stop doing pitch by pitch.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because it's not gonna. If you want to lose anything, you want to lose pitch count. You don't want to lose anything else. You know, and you want to be able to keep track. Now, if you want to have a lot of fun, you know, how much fun do you want to have? How much fun do you want to have? And you know, how much fun are you gonna have with page today?
Well, it's a decent amount.
Okay. You got a pen? Can I work spare pen for you?
There should be some back there behind that computer.
Thank you, Joseph.
Sorry, Paige.
All right. Let's say,
It's all up in your face. Oh, you're fine.
Joseph, where's your national anthem?
Shouldn't I be in or
Same thing.
Yeah, go ahead and reset that page.
It's good.
And then I don't know what you did last time. You can either do the Death March song or nothing at all when I read their lineup, because I'm just gonna roll through it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And for our lineup, pick any song.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean just any of those over
That
there is
song.
probably fine. Yeah.
Do what you're
Sure,
okay.
okay.
You
That
got
works.
You got it.
Dealer's choice.
And I'll keep it
Do
low behind
that
you.
song that it plays right now. Because I really do hard work.
I was thinking about that too. So just throw that out there. Here, you need that right next to you. What I would do, and let's say the world ended and all the technology was gone, but Timmy still had his piece of paper, I could rebuild the entire file.
Yes.
Right? So it keeps you also straight on the batters. Because baseball, softball is boring as shit.
Yes.
Right? So
Oh,
there's
that's
not a lot
what-
of keys to hit.
In the lineup, we would always tally how many times we went up and we did.
So what I do is, who's the first one? 5?
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go Alma, number 5, put a little dash there. Whatever the result of her.
There it
play
is.
I'm gonna put in that column. I'll show you what I do for the pregame stuff or the in-game stuff.
Okay.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
And we have
Piano,
time to
piano,
baseball system and we just
Welcome into the Pride in Demorest, Georgia for softball action live from the Walker Athletic Complex between the visiting Alma Scots and your Piedmont Lions. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Eric Evanson here with you, getting ready to broadcast this showdown. They had the JV matchup between these two squads yesterday, but here under a beautiful blanketed blue sky, we are set for home action in the afternoon. Give you the starting lineups for both squads, starting with the visiting Alma Scots. Starting in left field and leading off will be Jordan Porter. The first baseman, Renee Sandman's right behind her. In center field, J.C. LaValle is behind that one. And in cleanup, DP, Morgan Brandow. Watch out for her. Team leader in a lot of stats last season. Following by Sophia Somerset, Camille Losmack, Jenna Holzinger, shortstop McKenna Sally, and batting ninth, rounding out the bottom lineup is the second baseman, Emily Demick.
Leading off for the Scots, left fielder Jordan Porter.
So Porter digs in to face off against Megan Steinmeier. And the first pitch is a strike. We are underway at 12:01, just a minute 30. Second one outside to catcher Jordan Green. Steinmeier and Green, familiar tandem from last season. Steinmeier last year posted an ERA at 3.75, looking to improve upon that one. Pitched a lot of games last year, as this one misses upstairs 2-1. In fact, she was the team leader in innings pitched with 102 2/3 innings.
We're at 2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 on the way from Steinmeier. This one on the ground, right back to the circle. She'll fire across to the first baseman for the Lions, Lowry, and there is one away. Perfect time to tell you about the rest of the defense for the Piedmont squad on the field. Going from left to right, starting on the infield, Kaylee Taylor, the new hot corner for Piedmont. Maddie Speaks takes over at shortstop. Maddie Cronick over at second base, and Jasmine Lowry at first. Standing in, Renee Sandman for Alma. Votava, Nerva, and Peretti left to right in the outfield for Piedmont. Steinmeier readies the next pitch in a tan and green laced mitt, and it misses high and away for ball 1. One-0 pitch on the way from Steinmeier, and it will clip the top half of the zone, and it's 1-1. Alma decked out in white uniforms with maroon trim, maroon pants with a white stripe. 1-1 on the way is high and away, ball 2. Similar situation as last batter. Interestingly enough for Alma, their back of their uniforms, they have the maroon and looks like maybe a darker teal outline on those numbers. Definitely interesting to have multiple colors on the back of them. This one's fouled right on back. On deck is J.C. LaValle, and she had to duck out of the way of that one. So 2-2, Steinmeier searching for her first strikeout of the afternoon. Sandman swings and does get a piece of that one, as Green will have to retrieve it, and we'll do it again. Lands infield, set straight up. Big gap in the middle. Steinmeier fires and is fouled off again, putting up a fight as Salmon. Still a 2-2 with just one away. Just underway here at the WAC if you're just joining us. Upstairs, so Salmon's worked it full. Steinmeier looking to improve the walk totals from last season. She's still in the fight for this one, but she walked 37 batters last year, but was able to up that ratio on the strikeout end by 20. She had a 37-57 walk to strikeout. In a heated battle here with the second spot in the batting order on the ground, that is going to sneak up the middle. That big hole for the Lions bites them there, and it will be a one-out single for Renee Salmon. J.C. LaValle stands in. Got a good look at Steinmeier from that previous at-bat, if she was paying attention.
So even though it doesn't say that, it's a pitch, it's correct.
on the inner half, painted for strike one. Piedmont corners in, pretending a possible bunt as that misses down and away. Not a bad pitch there by Steinmeier, just could not get a swing out of LaValle. It'll even up the count. A 1-1 on the way, and took her shoes off with that one, and throw down to second base by Green's going to be not in time, so it's a stolen base for Sandman. And a swinging miss for LaValle. It's an excellent pitch there by Steinmeier. LaValle might have just been trying to make contact with that one any way possible. Might have had a side on from the coach. This one laced foul. Heads up over there. Spinning out of the way of that one. Denny Griffin for Alma in his 37th season. Long top of the first here for Steinmeier thus far. Still have just one out. 1-2 on the way. On the ground. That's going to go over to the second baseman, Chronic. She'll fire over to Lowry. There's one away. Or two away, excuse me. Advancing to third base on the play was Sandman. That's going to bring up the DP, Morgan Brandow. I said in the open to keep an eye out for her. Dangerous batter. Led her squad in home runs last year. Also led her squad among qualified batters in OPS last year. A dangerous batter with the first run of the game down at third base. And quickly up in the count, 2-0 is Brandow. Steinmeier looking to strand a runner, but she's got to get back into this count first. 2-0 is at the bottom of the zone, strike one.
Now batting the DP, Morgan Brandow.
2-1 offering on the way from Megan. And that is a strike. Got the upper half of that zone. And now Steinmeier, possibly a pitch away from escaping a little bit of first inning trouble. 2-2. On the ground, high chopper over to Speaks. She loads up and fires over, and it will be an escape for Steinmeier. For the Alma College Scots, one hit, no errors for the Lions squad, no walks, and one left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Lions coming up looking to break the seal. You're watching Piedmont Lions softball on YouTube.
Shortstop, Maddie Speaks.
Maddie Speaks set to lead it off for Piedmont here in the bottom half of the first inning. The Lions will be facing off against McKaylin Kinney out of Pittwater, Michigan. Kinney, a number swap from last year, went from 31 down to 24, but she sported a 2.30 ERA for the Scots. And her first pitch misses upstairs to the leadoff Speaks. Lions lineup looks like this. Speaks, Lowry, Steinmeier, Chronic, Green, Nerva, Taylor, Peretti, and Votava. 1-0 on the way. And it misses down low, so Speaks quickly up in the count. Infield ready to crash on her, should she bunt. Speaks with speed out of the left-handed batter's box. 2-0 on the way. It's well outside, 3-0. So Speaks might not have to take the bat off her shoulder here, as Kenny quickly down in the hole. Somerset gives her a sign. 3-0 is well outside, so it will be a leadoff walk for the Lions. Good way to start. That'll bring up Jasmine Lowry.
Now batting first baseman Jasmine Lowry.
Lowry, one of the better hitters for Piedmont last season. There's a bunt, and it will be foul, but Lowry sported a .375 average. Corners in. 0-1 on the way. Lowry squares, and it's a good one. Right back to the pitcher. She has to fire over to first base. One play works. And down at second base off the sacrifice is Speaks. So they'll bring up Megan Steinmeier.
Now batting pitcher Megan Steinmeier.
Good.
I was trying to remember the.
Yeah, it's okay. It's too much time remembering the code for me.
Steinmeier also one of the better hitters for the Lions last year. Looks to cut the strikeouts, though. She squares to bunt here. Pulls it back. Speaks is halfway in between third and second, and Somerset has to chase her back. Tag applied by Demick, but back in safely well ahead of it was Speaks. That's the name of this Lions offense. They like to be fast. They like to be very ABC about it. Very old school style of play here. 1-0 pitch on the way. That does get the inner half. 1-1.
Super easy. Old school's always the best.
Just play ball here.
Fouled off by Steinmeier. That one came back and ricocheted off of Somerset, so she'll stay alive in the count. Lions able to lead off with a walk. Now Speaks just looking for a ticket home. 0-2 on the way. And swinging and missing is Steinmeier. So that will be 2 down for Piedmont. That'll bring up Maddie Chronic.
Now batting second baseman Maddie Chronic.
Chronic getting a big promotion here in the lineup. Batting in the cleanup spot. Looking for improvement on last year. Kenny gets her sign and fires. This one popped way up. That'll fall behind us in the booth. Umpires conversed for a moment, but I think we're okay. Still 0-1. Rather 1-0 now. We swapped it. We'll move to 1-1 now. Is that a balk, maybe? Something or the other? Delay a game? Either way, now a strike against Chronic as Kenny fires the next offering right off the plexiglass in front of us. Lions looking for a piece of clutch 2-out hitting here from Chronic. Get them on the board first. One-two on the way. Outside. Good eye by Chronic. Speaks will run back to the bag. So even count here. 2-2, runner on second. 2 down. Second baseman Chronic at the plate. Pitch on the way from Kenny. Swing and a miss at the high fastball, and the side retired. So for the Lions in the bottom half of the first inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on a walk. We head to the top half of the second inning. Still scoreless here at the WAC. You're watching Piedmont Lions Softball on YouTube. Somerset, Losmack, and Holzinger set to lead off for Alma here in the top half of the second inning. Both squads able to get a runner in scoring position in the first frame, but unable to bring them across the dish, as this one's lined right back to Steinmeier off the leg. She's not going to be able to make the play. Steinmeier came out of the circle limping a little bit. Ball was well struck. She appears to be okay. She walks around a little bit more on the infield. Coach Martin trying to get a talk out of Steinmeier. Steinmeier shares a smile. She's okay. Sophia Somerset leads off with an infield single. I'll bring up the third baseman, Camille Losmack.
How about third baseman, Camille Losmack?
They have one. They have two now. They have two.
First pitch of the sequence on the way from Steinmeier, and it's bunted right up the third base line. It's a good one, having to fire quickly, and not getting the play is Taylor. Bang, bang play goes Alma's way as Losmack's in with a bunt single. So that'll bring up Jenna Holzinger with 2 on and nobody out here for the Scots as they look to rally and put a crooked number on the board here in the early frames. Another bunt squared away, but this one's going to be taken back as the pitch misses high and outside from Steinmeier, 1-0. Corners of Taylor and Lowry in protecting another possible bunt. This one slashed out of play. It'll go to 1-1 now. Rough luck for Steinmeier here to start the top of the second. Had one go right back to her. Unfortunately, just ricocheted off her leg. Squaring around another bunt, it's right back to her again. Lowry fires over to the second baseman, Chronic covering first. It's a sacrifice bunt as both runners move into scoring position, but the Lions get the out. That'll bring up the shortstop, McKenna Sally.
Not bad, the shortstop, McKenna Sally.
Steinmeier looking to steal the nerves here. Prevent Alma from getting well ahead. That one paints the inner half, strike one.
Thank you.
Wind beginning to blow out towards center as the 0-1 is fired in and it's fouled off. 0-2 now quickly on Sally.
I don't know how to. I'm trying to pull up 5 cents, but everything's those crumbs.
Last time the Lions met up with Alma, it was an 11-6 win for them.
Okay. Okay.
It's the first time meeting between these two squads that's occurred at a home site. This one a grounder to the shortstop. Speaks. She boots it off the heel of the glove. Has to make a play, and she won't be able to. Speaks unable to come up with that one. And one comes across to score. Another infield single. So I'll bring it up to Emily Demick. Still 2 on with 1 away as a strike is fired in by Steinmeier.
How about second baseman Emily Demick?
I'm that behind. They just She like just ran in.
Another strike. Steinmeier able to fight back after a couple infield singles. Put her squad down 1. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. And got her swinging. Dimick chases upstairs. Now 2 away here in the top half of the second as the top of the order comes back up for round 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was fine. I was getting there.
Porter grounded out to Steinmeier last time she was up to lead off the ball game as this one misses high and away. One-0, swing and a miss. Got Porter leaning out on the outside part of the plate. Missed every stitch of it. It'll even up the count. Another one. Nearly a carbon copy of the last pitch, and now Porter down to her final strike as Steinmeier looks to clean out the inning. You get out of this one just allowing 1. After the way it started, you take it. Not a bad idea to try it for 3 times, the charm, but Porter expected it and lays off on the pitch well outside. So now deuces go wild. 2 on, 2 down with 2-2 to count. Steinmeier fires. This one's out towards right field. Peretti right underneath it and watches it drop into her glove and the side is retired. So Alma able to strike first with a couple of infield singles as well as a misplay by Speaks over there at shortstop as they lead it 1-0 going into the bottom of the second.
Leading off in the second for the Lions, the catcher, Jordan Green.
Jordan Green set to lead off for Piedmont here in the bottom half of the second inning, looking to strike back against the Scots, who were able to scratch one across in the top half of the second inning. Green had an impressive campaign for herself last year, turning in an 886 OPS and a 380 batting average to go along with it. Walked 9 times. which was second on the team, as that one's a generous strike call in the outside half, puts Green down 0-2. You know, the fortunate thing with that one is Green sees that and says, okay, I can get that strike called for me on my end next inning. 0-2. On the ground, over to Sally. Sally fires across the diamond to Salmon, and there is one away for the Lions as Green grounds out to the shortstop. I'll bring up center fielder Hartley Nerva.
So when she looks like she's coming in, we'll go a little faster than that the first time. But that's okay. Yes, ma'am. It's like ground out, shortstop to shortstop.
This one is blooped into left field, lay down for a base hit. Lions are in the hit column thanks to Hartley Nerva's one-out single.
The next one is number 9.
Not about a third baseman, Kaylee Taylor.
I'll bring up Kaylee Taylor.
Should I just not put the location?
Yeah, let's just do that. We can just eliminate that, and then maybe it'll.
This one upstairs, Nerva's looking for steal second base, and she is going to be safe. Close call and a good throw from behind the plate by Somerset, but in there in scoring position now
No, it just says ground out, shortstop.
is Nerva.
It makes me confused. If it's in the outfield, weird, yeah.
1-0 pitch on the way to Taylor. Swinging and missing is she. So it's a bit upstairs. A little bit of a half-hearted attempt there. Checks the wrist. Does Kenny. And bunting at the plate is Taylor. It'll be a good one. Out recorded over at first base as the Lions move up their runner to third base. Will bring up Mandy Peretti.
Goes into the batter's box, it's foul, but I guess because it was fair at first.
So Lions again looking for more two-out magic. Get things done. That misses upstairs. One 0 on the way. There's a check swing. It ricochets off her bat. It'll be strike number one.
So she wasn't. Because it was involved, so shortstop, so it was a 6th. Oh.
It's like,
Peretti eyes down Kenny. Awaits the 1-1 offering as she watches it skip into the dirt. 2-1 now.
Okay, that makes sense.
On deck is Kennedy Votava.
So only on a hit.
And behind her, the top of the order for the Lions. 2-1 on the way. This one out towards right field. Under it is Holzinger. She'll make the catch near the line, and the side retires. The Lions strand another one. Another opportunity, but they do get into the hit column. We go to the top half of the third inning with Alma up 1-0. Two, 3, and 4 due up for Alma here in the top half of the third inning. Salmon collected the first hit of the ball game with a bleeder up the middle. Later stranded on third base, puts the bat on the ball once again, but this time right over to Speaks, who makes a nifty play up the middle and fires across to Lowry to record out number 1.
What game? What team? What sport?
How about next center fielder, JC LaValle?
LaValle stands in.
That's so bad.
Missed outside. Green did try that location that she got called on in the bottom half of last inning.
Well, you know how to decide.
1-0 pitch on the way, and it misses upstairs, so Steinmeier now quickly down 2-0. Looks to battle back.
Like, it's different, but, I know the numbers. I know.
Lowry 0 for 1 as she takes the first strike of the sequence.
You saw, everything under the sun. True. So. PTSD from going back to edit plays.
3-1 now as that one missed down low. Alma being very patient here to start off.
What am I doing wrong?
Making Steinmeier get them out, make them work a count. That is a strike on the inner half. That'll fill it up. Steinmeier's been getting that friendly call in the inner half all afternoon.
You know what we're going to do? We're just going to leave this play. That's all.
3-2 on the way.
You know what? No, I'm not.
Missed that call. Did home plate umpire and looked about the same exact pitch. But it'll be a walk with 1 away, and that'll bring up Morgan Brandow. Steinmeier's been dominating and establishing that part of the plate all afternoon to this point. Brandow 0 for 1. That misses down low, grounded out to Speaks. First time she was up. Came the third out of the first inning.
Oh, it's switched it. Dang it. It switched
1-0 pitch. High and away. Throw down to second base by Green on 1. Hobbs lost the ball. It Speaks. Had her out by a mile. So it'll be a stolen base for JC LaValle.
I don't know why we did.
Runner now in scoring position again for Alma. 2-0.
It's fine.
3-0. On deck is Sophia Somerset. She singled last time she was up. That was to lead off the top half of the second inning. She singled off of Steinmeier's leg. 3-0 misses upstairs, ball 4. So Steinmeier not wanting anything to do with Brandow. With a runner in scoring position, Coach Martin's going to come out and have a talk with her.
Okay,
Well, wait. What's he doing?
First base, pinch runner.
Pinch runner number
So
3.
thank you. Good
pick the
catch.
person on first base.
Be a pinch runner for Alma.
Number 3. Okay.
Pitch runner gets discussed at first base. Number 3, Lily Thompson.
Lily Thompson is going to put on the running shoes and stand in for Brandow.
She walked, yeah, and then
Good.
yeah. Thank you.
Coach Martin making sure he has the change correct in his book. Also buys a little bit of time for Steinmeier and Green to talk it out some more.
Now batting catcher, Sophia Somerset.
Somerset wasted no time last time she saw Steinmeier. Jumped on the first pitch and was able to reach. 2 on with 1 away. First offering to Somerset is inside and a little bit low. 1-0. Taylor in, protecting a possible bunt, and gets the late strike called there. Does Steinmeier to fight back in the count, 1-1.
Want this stool and I can sit in the chair or stand?
I'm good, thank you.
Upstairs, Steinmeier struggling with a little bit of control here in the third inning. Walked a pair.
One of the baseball chairs. The broken. Bring the broken one.
2-1 offering. Got that inside corner. Goes back to it, finds a strike. And now looks to find a way to get Somerset out. 2-2. Popped up high on the infield. Over is Lowry. She settles under it and makes the grab. And that's just as good as a strikeout. 2 away.
No, batting third baseman, Camille Losmack.
Losmack stands in. Bunt single, her first time up. Strike. Two on, two down for Steinmeier. Been dealing with traffic all afternoon. And that one does find the zone again. Losmack faces off with Steinmeier, and Steinmeier does get her looking on the outside corner. Strike 3. So Steinmeier strands a pair of runners and gets her squad back up to the bat rack. We go to the bottom of the third. Alma's up 1-0.
1-0.
9-1-2, 2 up for the Lions in the bottom half of the third inning as they look to solve the case of McKaylin Kinney. Votava will have the first crack at it. Then Speaks and Lowry. Lions just 2 base runners this afternoon. That's a called strike on the outer edge to the lefty Votava. Infield comes in here. 0-1. Down low. The 1-1 pitch. High. Good eye by Votava. 2-1 as Kennedy digs back in to continue battle. That is a strike. Found the zone pretty purely. 2-2. Votava last year, a 371 average and a tick below at 800 OPS as that one misses outside to fill it up. 799 on the year. Looking to get on base to lead off this bottom of the third where the Lions trail 1-0. And she will as that skips away. So Votava jogs down to first. That'll bring up Maddie Speaks, who took that same jog her first time up.
Wild pitch. Where she advanced.
So what was the count?
It was, she was 3 and 2.
Is this a walk?
Okay.
Quick meeting in the circle
So, say
as Kenny discusses strategy with the rest of her infield. Coach Martin does the same with Speaks as well as Lowry. As most of the Lions line up, you expect Votava, should she get a good look, to start running. Back-to-back lefties that Kenny has to deal with here as Speaks digs in for her second try.
just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
First pitch is a strike. Votava is going. She's in very safe. So Votava standing in scoring position with her stolen base. Nobody out here for Speaks.
It was a ball.
1-0 on the way to Speaks. It misses outside. It's now quickly 2-0 on Maddie. Somerset really eyeing down Votava down there at second base. Don't want her to run again. The rest of the infield's in. Votava's got a clear shot to get to third. 2-0 on the way. Now 3-0 as that one misses again from Kenny. Upstairs, ball 4. Now Lions have a pair of speedy legs on base, and that'll bring up Jasmine Lowry. So Speaks, that'll help the OBP, her second walk today. And that's going to force a conversation by head coach Griffin from Alma. So back-to-back walks to lead off the bottom of the third inning. Have the Lions in a little bit of business with the heart of their order coming up. Just one hit for Piedmont to this point. A bloop single by Hartley Nerva. Alma was able to score in the top half of the second inning off of a trio of infield singles. One off of Steinmeier's leg, the other a bunt single, and the other one deep into the hole at shortstop. So everyone returns to their respective positions as Lowry climbs in, sacrifice bunt for her last time out. Let's see what she's trying here. Nobody out here for the Lions. And Lowry is squaring a bunt, but pulls it back. Somerset now has a duo of runners to worry about, whether they'll run or not. One-0. There is a bunt put down, but it'll be foul. Lowry will have to walk back. One-0 on the way. Lowry squares again, and this one missed. So it will be 1-2. Down to her final strike.
I think it's number 26. Yeah.
1-2. Low. Ball 2. Steinmeier waits on deck. You know, she wants a second crack at Kenny after striking out swinging last time up. 2-2 on the way. Inside, ball 3. And to make Lowry dance out of the way of that one. Full count. Runner's not going as that one's slashed out of play. Speaks at first. Votava at second. Stole a bag as well on her trip on the bases. 3-2 on the way from Kenny. This one on the ground through the hole, a base hit. Votava's getting the windmill around third base. The throw is going to be late, and it's an RBI single for Lowry. In at third base is Speaks, and Lowry also advances. Masterful base running by the Lions have them in business. They've tied up the ball game at 1 apiece, and they're bringing up Steinmeier. And now Coach Griffin, I believe, is going to want to talk about the call at third base, as it was very close, the tag between Speaks and the third baseman, Lozmack. And, yeah, they're going to talk about this one. Either way, it's an RBI single, and we're tied for Lowry. Wouldn't be shocked if it upheld. Yeah, they're having a second conversation about it.
Now batting the pitcher, Megan Steinmeier.
So runners on second and third.
We did say it. Thank you for your help.
Down low. Kenny has just not been able to find the zone this inning. See if the Lions can take advantage of that one, put up a crooked number here, and put it in the rear view. 1-0. This one's hit towards center field. Pretty well struck, but LaValle's right under it, and she misses it. She lost it in the sun. 2 runs are going to come across the score. Steinmeier's going to get all the way to third. A 2-run costly error for Alma, and the Lions lead 3-1.
Steinmeier? Is that Steinmeier on? Okay, he said hit. Okay, I also said hit. Okay, so triple.
Oh, it's a hit.
Timmy said, because she lost it in the sun.
It's
I don't
not
know.
playable.
I don't know. It was two versus one. Timmy and Joseph both said hit. 1 RBI.
Right? Yeah. Triple to center field. 1 RBI. Jazzy scores. I'll be 1,000% playing it up now.
Here's Chronic. She watches one away for ball 1.
Maddie Chronic.
I'm telling you, homegirl. Here's a ball, by the way. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
1-0.
2-0.
And that one turns into 2-0, and that's what happens when you just can't find the zone. Kenny might have thought she had one there. The umpire hadn't seen one in a minute. There's a strike.
That's so funny.
2-1. And down in the dirt, blocked up very nicely by Somerset.
Someone needs to get her a visor.
She don't have one. She don't have one either.
Look at her.
Okay, well, at least for her. I feel it's you. I don't see it on the broadcast. Just the innings and bars right at the top.
No.
3-1 on the way. Chronic awaits. This one's out towards right field. It's going to be another base hit for the Lions as they've put up 4 here in the bottom of the third. This one rifled off the bat of Maddie Chronic as the carousel keeps spinning. We'll bring up Jordan Green.
Now batting catcher Jordan Green.
I know where she's first not there. We didn't count it in error. Well, she runs, but
We need like
you
a.
winning anyway.
We need a cam on her.
Generous strike call on the outside.
She wasn't doing it the whole time.
LaValle out there in center field, making sure she has an umbrella of shade over hers. There's a bunt laid down very well by Green. Throw down is going to be not in time as it went off the back of Green. Now she goes down to second base. She's going to be out, but coming across from first to home is Maddie Cronick.
Oh, it was a hit and then it was an error, was it not? Because she was going to be safe anyways.
Hit.
And then an error.
So
Did I
she's
add the
advancing
arrow?
on the air.
Adding the error will add it to the opposing team, right?
The air was on. Who did you place the air on?
Air goes to the person.
It would be.
First
Who, was it the pitcher?
So the pitcher.
Pitcher?
Air, the hit Jordan Green.
Yeah.
How about center fielder Hartley Nova?
And then
Hartley Nerva stands in.
are you including? Are we adding one? That's fine. Right?
Not an
So
error.
no, hers not her run. And no.
Green out at second base.
Good job. I'm not coming in here anymore.
Sometimes I just need to talk myself through it. Oh goodness. Oh my god. But we have no outs. So could that
1-1 on the way. This one out towards right field. It's going to lay down right in front of the right fielder, Holzinger. Thought for a moment it had a chance to splash down in no man's land, and it does. So now that'll put him at the corners with still nobody out. 2 for 2 for Hartley Nerva. That'll bring up Kaylee Taylor.
Not bad at third baseman, Kaylee Taylor.
Lions have exploded here in the bottom of the third. They're not done yet.
she missed it.
Literally just trying to associate it.
Outside. And now caught in a rundown is Nerva. Nerva's going to get down to second base. Safe.
Still base. Yep. Thank God. I was like trying to.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like okay, well, start it too.
Alma just unable to catch a break here in the third frame. Did you give Hartley Nerva a stolen base? This one a perfectly placed bunt. And coming home is Cronick or Jordan Green. She will be out, so it's a double play for Alma. They do catch a massive break there. Advancing to third base is Nerva.
Jalen is out. Hartley advanced.
It's on the X.
X.
Not bad at right fielder Mandy Peretti.
I don't know.
DP doesn't try. Don't play.
This guy's number? Number.
Hit a double play.
Pitcher, his second came over
Pitcher
to
to
cover.
second. Yep. Advance to third. Out on the play.
Yep.
Beautiful. Wow. Okay, now you can
1-0 in the dirt to Mandy Peretti.
1,
Kennedy Votava waits on deck.
2. Yep. DP.
That one fouled out of play. We'll do it again.
Well, we've been through our whole lineup in this one inning.
2 walks, 5 hits.
Strike at the bottom of the zone. 1-2. Kenny looking to escape this inning. But the Lions have put up a number. This one foul territory, maybe playable. No, just by about 1.5 feet. That one will fall into the spectators, despite the well-renowned effort of Sandman over there. Almost peeked the glove over the top of the fence. Nerva waits over at third base. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one going to be blooped right onto the infield dirt. It's got too much English. Another RBI single for the Lions. And they've batted around here in the third.
She earned because she advanced.
Now batting left fielder Kennedy Botala.
She did get there.
So a 6th spot on the board. And the lady who started it all, top of the inning with a leadoff walk.
And she reasonably.
Called a strike on the outer edge.
We may change that.
How many errors do they have? They have one. Just making sure.
Single. She advanced to one base on the error. Or on that error. I don't know.
That one's low. Throw down to second base, well behind the runner, Peretti, as she slides in with a pop-up. Another stolen bag. And I think, yeah, they're going to say the runner left early. So we'll be an out on the Lions, but can't be too mad about the way this inning turned out. 6 runs come across the score for Piedmont.
6 runs.
We'll throw it to the top of the 4th inning. Lions up 6-1. Jenna Holzinger getting ready to start us off here on the top of the 4th inning.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you.
Now batting right fielder Jenna Holzinger.
You know Steinmeier's got to be feeling a little bit better in the circle now. Alleviated a lot of the pressure herself last inning. Was able to get a pair of runs off of her triple. That was lost in the sun in center field. Harley Nerva, very animated out in center. Hey, she's got a pretty good view of the strike zone out there. Pretty straight away. This one popped up. Another possible play. No. Thought for a moment it might stay in, but no dice. 2-1. Strike.
So back to that run. We decided it was earned.
This one popped up left field. Out is Speaks, and she'll be able to make the grab. A great play by Maddie Speaks, ranging behind her own position and able to get it from dropping into the sea of green. There's one away.
I always switch second base and shortstop.
Here's McKenna Sally. RBI single for her last time up. Steinmeier's ready to go. Already in her stance before Sally's even in the box. She twirls and fires and misses upstairs.
Watch the play later again. That's it.
1-0 pitch on the way. Popped up. Fell behind the press box here.
Love that.
Sun,
1-1. Outside. 2-1. upstairs, 3-1. So Steinmeier, a little trouble finding the zone in this at-bat. She got a good, healthy cut out of Sally to get that one strike. See if she goes back to see if she can get her swinging. Won't get her swinging, get her looking. And it'll be a full count.
Our center fielder's smart. She has a
Steinmeier looking for her third strikeout, and she got her swinging, strike 3.
Not bad.
Third K, second out. That'll bring up Emily Dimick, who went down swinging for Steinmeier's first strikeout of the afternoon. This one into center field. Well hit. Nerva's going back, and able to make the grab. Thought for a moment the ball may have burnt her, but Nerva, ever the confident and sure hand, able to travel all the way back and make the grab. 1, 2, 3 inning in the books for Megan Steinmeier. Lions look to do more damage. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, up 6-1.
Stop.
Votava finds herself back in the box to lead off the top half of the 4th inning.
like the system wouldn't stop.
I'm leading on left fielder Kennedy Votava.
I just go away. I was just trying to get away.
Okay, so
Still out there is Michaela Kenny, as they'll give her a little bit of a longer leash here. Misses down low, though. This is the same scenario for Kenny and Votava. As the bottom of the 3rd inning, Votava led off. And, of course, started with a 1-0. She eventually walked. She does take a strike there on the outer half. Strike zone's definitely been more east to west this afternoon, but sometimes it travels east, sometimes it travels west. Two, 1.
I have one question. So because runner left early last inning, and she
2-1 pitch on the way to Kenny, or rather on the way from Kenny to Votava, and it's 3-1.
Stolen base, like when, or stolen base false stealing situation.
Got it. Thank you.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Here comes the 3-1. And Votava starts off this inning the way she did the last, a leadoff walk. Brings up Maddie Speaks.
Not batting shortstop, Maddie Speaks.
Speaks was the first runner to score on that Megan Steinmeier triple into center. Fouled right on back. Infield in as the 0-1 comes home. Throw down to second base is going to be not in time. Another stolen base for the Lions.
Was that what you said? That's
There's a bunt right in front of home plate. Foul ball. It is spun a little bit too far behind the dish.
Love when they hold up the count. It's so helpful.
1-2 coming. Speaks, swings and misses on that one as it goes on back. Right, she got a piece of that one, excuse me.
This pitcher keeps checking her watch.
Kenny fires that one out towards left field, but playing very shallow was Porter as that one lined up directly with her. Fielders played Speaks perfectly, and that'll bring up Jasmine Lowry. Lowry 1 for 1, sacrifice bunt her first time up, and the second time a RBI single. Off the hands, popped up, right side, under is Sandeman, and she'll collect it for the second out.
Now batting pitcher, Megan Steinmeier.
Here's Megan Steinmeier. Got a good piece of one out towards center field and was rewarded as it dropped a touch green with a 2 RBI triple. Looking to ambush Kenny again. She'll take one, hit the upper 90 part of the corner, and Kenny not paying as much attention and not able to recover quickly enough to get Votava, who was caught in between second and third and decided to just head on over to third.
I thought it was fine. It was close, but it was also been generous.
0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss from Steinmeier. She wanted a piece of that one. Just couldn't connect. She'll have to battle here. She's down 0-2. Runner at third, 2 away, 0-2 the pitch. Steinmeier watches it outside, 1-2. Kenny checks the wrist. Leans back and fires. Big swing and a miss from Steinmeier, and the side is retired. Lions unable to push anything across. They strand a runner at third base, but they're still up by a bit. 6-1 as we travel to the 5th inning, halfway through game 1 here. Keep it with us. Piedmont Lions softball on YouTube. Welcome back inside the booth, everybody. Top of the 5th inning, Eric Edmondson here with you. As Megan Steinmeier faces off against Scott once more for her 5th inning of work. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 due up. I was just informed in between innings, we questioned at the top of the broadcast. First, the chopper over to Speaks deep in the hole. Has to make a hard throw over, and it's going to be wide of Lowry at first base. Give Porter an infield hit there. As I was saying, I was informed in between innings that we talked about the colors on the back of the Scots uniforms. Well, they're leaning into the Scots. They're using a tartan what it is, Scottish repeating pattern on the back. You know, here at Piedmont, we're very familiar with a lot of the Scots. If we have 2 in the conference, then you have the Scotties as well. Now, the Scotties are the dog. I don't know if you can really play into the Scottish bit there. But the rest of them, they don't necessarily use the tartan in their color scheme. 2-0. And Terry Martin is going to come out and have a talk with Steinmeier. Don't want anything to spiral out of control here.
So if she gets pulled,
With still a couple innings of ball to play.
still hit because of the flex position.
Huh? So she would then I don't know how to get rid of her, and then the person coming into pitch would go into that flex. Got it. Did they count it as an error or a hit? I put it up there as an error because I think that's what she did.
As well. I didn't put anything as error.
I don't know how to take the error off.
So meeting over. Steinmeier returns to work.
Because it could have been one, but I thought
Oh, it took away all the way.
just put one on guess. Guess had one. Okay.
I don't know how to do that because we can't see the board.
Okay.
Sandman fires that one out of play. 2-1. Sandman 1 for 2 today. Single her first time up, and then a ground out last time to Speaks in the hole. Lions would love a similar ground ball to Speaks here. See if they can turn the trick.
Yes.
Just missed. Three balls and a strike on Sandman. Porter over at first. That one's upstairs. So, back-to-back base runners for Steinmeier. Bring up J.C. LaValle.
How about center fielder J.C. LaValle?
Haven't seen LaValle since the top of the third inning where she walked, and LaValle, I'm sure, is looking for a little bit of redemption. Lost that ball in the sun that really opened the floodgates for the Lions in the bottom half of the third as she takes strike one. Tilts the head at that one, but clipped the corner did Steinmeier just as he has the rest of the afternoon. On the ground, off the hands, in an 0-2. Steinmeier takes a long walk back to the circle. Toes back the slab. And fires an 0-2. This one off the hands right into the glove of Speaks. She'll chase everybody back. And there is one away.
How about the DP, Morgan Brandow?
Morgan Brandow stands in. Have to redo the lineup card here because she had a pinch runner last time she made it to base. Brandow 0 for 1 with a walk. Steinmeier, a 1-2-3 inning last inning. Not going to be so in the fourth, or rather the fifth, but still a chance to throw up a 0. As that one stays upstairs 1-0. Strike.
These guys do not swing.
Just sitting around waiting for a walk.
Bernal 1-1 is down inside 2-1 now. So Steinmeier still trying to feel out that zone. She's found a lot of success on the inner half, which she has tried to clip multiple times. And she missed it there. look pretty close. But a little bit of danger here of loading the bases. Steinmeier's in. 3-1 on the way. Bernal is taking all the way, and she watches it upstairs. I'll bring up Sophia Somerset.
Not bad, catcher, Sophia Somerset.
Lions bullpen is active. Low. Lions had the big third, now Alma threatening for a big fifth. Off the hands, popped up, Speaks is out, Speaks makes the grab. And nobody's moving on that one. A very key out number 2 here in the fifth.
Not bad, third baseman Camille Losmack.
Camille Losmack stands in. 1 for 2, struck out looking last time she was up. This one hard hit past Chronic. That's going to go into the gap. Picked up by Peretti. One's in. Here comes the second one. And it's a 2 RBI single for Camille Losmack. Advancing to third on the play is Brandow. And the Scots have cut the lead in half at 6-3. Here's Jenna Holzinger.
Jenna Holzinger.
Upstairs. Steinmeier looking to give her squad 5 solid. But running into trouble here in the fifth. 1-0. Strike.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Popped up again on the infield. Over is Taylor. She'll make the grab, and the sides retire. But not before the Scots strike back. They've cut the lead in half as we go to the bottom of the fifth. 6-3 your score.
Piedmont still leads 6-3 as we go to the bottom of the fifth.
Michaela Kenny, ready to get her 5th inning of work started. She'll look to do it against Chronic, Green, and Nerva. All 3 had base hits for runs last time they were up. This one on a line right to the shortstop covering Sally. So quickly one away here. New right fielder for Alma. Halverson out there taking over duties for Holzinger. Jordan Green. Not first pitch swinging like Chronic before her. She takes a strike on the outer half. outside.
I gotta go to the bathroom after this, so if I'm not back in time, so we can run. I need to squirt over
1-1 coming. Popped up. Infield, over is the third baseman, Lozmack. She'll make the grab right in front of Kenny. And there are 2 away. I'll bring up Hartley Nerva. Had a good day so far. 2 for 2. Stolen bag under her belt. Kenny wheeled back and fire and is high and away.
it.
1-0 on the way. Nerva watches it down low, right around the ankles. Two 2-0. Slash down the right field line. Foul ball. Comes the 2-1. Nerva again watches it skip into the dirt as she finds herself in an advantage count. 3-1. Offering on the way. And it's a walk. 2-out walk for Hartley Nerva will bring up Kaylee Taylor.
How about third baseman Kaylee Taylor?
Taylor has been left out of the fun a little bit this afternoon. 1 for 2, but or 0 for 1 rather, with a sacrifice bunt to her credit. See if she can extend the inning for Mandy Peretti. Good swing at that one. Ricocheted off the post. Fence still having a shake after that one. Nerva at first, 0-1 on the way, and this one again popped up on the right side, but this one well foul. Hey, heads up over there. Got some kids playing in the woods. Might leave with a bump on the head. Not careful. I don't think those hoods are too much for head protection. Quickly down is Taylor. 0-2 on the way from Kenny. Is well outside. Down at second base is Nerva, and she is thrown out. An excellent throw from Somerset, and the sides are tired. So Lions unable to push any more across and answer back to Scott's call in the top half of the fifth. We go to the top half of the sixth inning. Lions still up 6-3.
Shortstop, McKenna Sally.
McKenna Sally stands in. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up for Alma. This one down the left field line, then it'll drop into the bullpen. Steinmeier back out there. Sally 1 for 2. Single for her in her first plate appearance on the infield, and then a strikeout. Last time up as that one towers above her head to make it even. Off the hands, another one that's going to be deposited right into the bullpen. Maybe a little bit left. 1-2. Out of play. So Sally not following the kind of tradition for the Scots here. She's been very free swinging. Traditionally, the rest of the Scots have been looking for walks, trying to find a way to get on. I mean, if it's too good to miss, they'll swing, but more often than not, they're taking their way to get on base. 2-2. Out of play again. An even count here for Steinmeier. She wheels back and fires, and again, this one dragged on the ground this time into foul territory. So Green and Steinmeier looking to concoct another plan to try to get their man out. They won't be able to on that one. Looked like a good pitch there. Not a bad idea to paint the inside part, but a better eye by Sally. Three-two. That one's laced down the left field line and a foul ball. Sally putting up a really good fight here to lead off the top of the sixth inning and has put good bat on ball multiple times. Just a little bit early. Three-two. Off the hands, corked out of play. Gave it a courtesy jog, did Votava. We got a pitch count on this one. Long battle here between Steinmeier and Sally. This one's lined right into the glove of Maddie Speaks. So, again, Sally puts good barrel to it, but is not rewarded with a base hit as Speaks has made a couple of pretty good plays up the middle this afternoon. And she makes another one there to get the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Emily Dimmick. Fly ball, left field, over is Votava, and she's not going to be able to make it. Burnt her as it goes up against the fence. Well struck and loud contact by Dimmock. That'll put her in scoring position with one away. So we'll have a pinch runner here for the Scots. It'll be Jaden Townsend.
Who's running at second base? Jaden Townsend. Out to bat. Left fielder Jordan Porter.
Townsend, the freshman, filling in here for Dimmock. Here's Jordan Porter. Single for last time up. Other than that, 0 for 2 on the day. 1 for 3 overall. As that misses upstairs. Porter came to bat to lead off the fifth inning. So hasn't had too long of a rest on the bench. As that one's at the top of the zone, 1-1. Strike two. Steinmeier looking to grab that key second out against the Scots leadoff batter. 1-2 on the way. On the ground. Hard hit. Speaks up with it, and now she won't be able to. Goes off her glove. Getting the stop sign over at third base is Dimmock. It would be an error on Speaks. He's had a good glove this afternoon, but that one just snuck right through. Hit really hard. So Renee Sandman gets an opportunity here with runners in the corners. Strike. Townsend at third, pinch running for Dimmock. As that one rolls away from Green, Townsend's coming home, and she's going to score uncontested. Wild pitch from Steinmeier, and now the lead is down to 2.
It's a no, it's unearned. Because she just advanced from second to third on that error.
She would have, because the play was at first, she was going to advance from second to third anyway.
So it's fine. Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Cool, yeah. I put on the right player too.
No, if that runner from second scores, no matter what, it's unearned.
Got it. Thank you.
Left center field's going to drop in for a base hit right behind Speaks. So Steinmeier giving up a couple hard hits. That one just a bloop. But it still puts 2 runners on as the Lions enter the teeth of this Scots lineup.
Now batting center fielder J.C. LaValle.
J.C. LaValle is next up as Coach Terry Martin walks out of the circle. Having a conversation with Steinmeier. The bullpen's been active for a minute. Or at least I believe it is. I saw a ball or two fly over. Don't have the best vantage point to look at the bullpen.
That one was earned, but it's most words are
So it sounds like double barrel action down in the Piedmont pen. Steinmeier still got the job, though. So again, here's J.C. LaValle. That dropped ball in center field costed the Scots 2 runs. Throw down to second base is going to be not in time. They tried to trick it, but in with a steal at home plate is Porter, and now it's a 1-run game.
double steal. So this will be SB and this is SB. That's what I thought. No. I'm screwed up on the writing it down. I'm just gonna be honest. This is something's not right. I don't know what I did. It's,
0-1, make it 0-2.
yes, but I said she had the 1B, and the 1B was not correct. It was the girl before.
That's okay. Is your computer ready?
Oh, yeah, because
Runner in scoring position here for Alma. Off the hands, English deal for Lowry, but she's able to grab it and step on the pillow for the second out.
she did.
I'll bring up Morgan Brandow.
Computer's fine.
Oh, there you go.
This, I don't know.
Good stuff. Don't worry.
18 was a 3U. Okay.
Now batting the DP, Morgan Brandow.
Brandow 0 for 1, 2 walks to her name.
Yeah, there you go.
Strike. Steinmeier leans back and fires. This one blasted to left field. Votava's back, but that one is well gone. A no-doubter off the bat of Brandow, and Alma has stolen the lead back. They at 7-6.
Right. Thank you.
So it looks like that'll be the last pitch that Steinmeier's thrown in game 1.
August, are you good on the stream? Or do you need me to replay, like, tell you Reds hits errors?
One error for each.
Perhaps. Still having a conversation. Coach Martin is. I believe the fresh arm is ready, and yes, she is. So Lions turn to the pen, but it might be a batter just too late, as Alma has driven themselves right back into lead off the bat of Morgan Brandow with a blast to left field. Tell you all about the new pitcher when we come back. Scots lead it 7-6. Logan Hopkins, the new pitcher for Piedmont. Posted a .525 last year. But batting average against her, 304. So being asked to come on in a big spot here to quell the rally for the Scots. First batter that she faces will be Sophia Somerset. Fires in a strike.
Thank you.
On the ground, hard hits. Beaks to her right. Fires over. Not in time. Too deep in the hole. It's an infield single for Sophia Somerset. That'll bring up Camille Lozmack.
I'm sure that's what I thought. 33.
Got a pinch runner here for the Scots.
33, Sydney Wolverton.
Sydney Wolverton.
You have 16 at that.
Batting third baseman Camille Lozmack.
Lozmack 2 for 3 so far. Strikeout looking in her second plate appearance. Other than that, a pair of singles. One of them a 2 RBI hit last inning. This one out towards right field. Under it is Peretti, and she'll make the grab. And the side's retired, but not before the Scots come screaming back for 4. The big blast, of course, being Morgan Brandow's 2-run homer to left field. Lions look to rally. They're just down by 1. Bottom to 6. 7-6. Scots ahead. Here's Kaylee Taylor. 0 for 1 today with a sacrifice bunt. Had the bat taken out of her hands last half inning. Harley Nerva thrown out, unfortunately, in between first and second.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
0-1 pitch on the way from the still pitcher,
I hate pitchers.
Michaela Kinney, who, other than the third inning, has had a pretty decent day. Lions scored all their runs in the third inning. Comes the 1-1. It's on the ground. Chopper up the middle. Leadoff single for Kaylee Taylor. She joins in on the fun. That'll bring in Mandy Peretti.
Now batting right fielder, Mandy Peretti.
Coach Martin, I think, just making sure he has everything right on the lineup card. Nope, gonna have a pinch runner here. So Lions, looking for a little extra speed, are gonna turn it to Addie Perkins.
Number 13, Addie Perkins.
They just need one to tie this ball game back up. So opting for the speed over at first base to lead it off ain't too bad of an idea. Squaring to bunt there is Peretti. And the throw down to first base is going to be no good as it tips out of the glove of Demok.
Error. E5, yeah.
That'll be an error on the third baseman, Losmack. Advancing over to third base is Perkins. Here's Kennedy Votava.
Now batting left fielder, Kennedy Votava.
Runners on the corners. Votava's walked twice today. Behind her is the top of the lineup with Speaks and Lowry. Throw down to second base. Nobody's covering. So advancing very easily is Peretti. So 2 runners in scoring position. Lions looking for the kill shot here in the bottom of the 6th inning and close out 3 outs in the top of the 7th. Votava called for a strike, so it'll be an even count. Chopper right to the shortstop, Sally. And caught up on the rundown is Perkins. And now the ball rolls into the dugout there. So tough luck for the Scots as the Lions have tied it back up.
Oh, yes. Duh.
So now we bring up Maddie Speaks.
Maddie Speaks.
The umpires are just confirming on what everything just happened there.
Oh, there's another error. Okay. Oh, yeah.
So her run is
Oh, she.
unearned
Whoa.
because the error was right.
Oh.
Now they put her back at third.
No, there's. No, I don't.
Yes.
Not an early.
Not earned. And
No
no
RBIs.
RBIs.
Hang on 1 second.
Strike to Maddie Speaks, who's 0 for 1 today with a pair of walks.
So just space.
Lined out to left field her last time up. Looking for a big hit here to give the Lions the lead late. And she's going to get it. It drops right into left field. That's going to score 1, maybe 2. It's going to. In at second base, sliding out is Speaks, but the damage is done. It's 9-7.
Yeah, they got 2. Single.
Now batting first baseman Jasmine Lowry.
On 8. Was it center field that got 8?
Jasmine Lowry stands in.
7-5. Yeah. Okay.
Off the hands, popped up. Left field, under it is Porter. She'll make the grab.
7-5-4.
That should be it.
Because it wasn't a double play. And
Unearned.
unearned. So 0 RBIs. Correct?
Now batting the DP, Megan Steinmeier.
That would have been at least 1.
Here's Megan Steinmeier.
I have 7 on.
Steinmeier's got that triple to her name today, and that a pair of strikeouts.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
This one down in the dirt.
That was the 2 RBIs.
Almost got away from Somerset, but she's okay.
She got moved basically to designated hitter.
Even though they were unearned?
Yeah.
2 RBI. Okay. We're good then. Thank you.
Those back-to-back errors for Alma looming pretty large as that one's blooped right in front of Halverson in right field for a single for Steinmeier.
Oh, that was Steinmeier. Hold on.
Holzinger started in right field for the Scots. Halverson relieved her a few innings ago. Gonna have a pinch runner here for Steinmeier.
Oh, it's coming. Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Due up is Chronic. She'll be next. 1 for 3.
Well, she just came back in because I switched pitchers.
Because they can do that double switch.
Right. For 1. 11. 1-1. Got it.
So here it comes
First baseman
Hannah Cintron.
Sammy, I scrapped the notes. I scrapped the notes.
So Cintron will be at first base, relieving Steinmeier. First pitch on the way to Chronic, and she checks her swing there. Heads up in the dugout. Everybody had to duck out of the way of that one.
I was like, no.
Thankful for the netting down there.
I'm not keeping track of this on paper anymore. Can't do it. Cannot do that.
Here comes the 0-1. Ball. Cintron at first. Chronic at the plate. Lions up by 2, looking for more insurance before heading to the top of the 7th. Chopper over to the third baseman, Lozmack. She'll complete the play over to first, and the sides are tired. But the Lions able to roar back after the top of the 6th inning. The Scots scored 4. The Lions answer back with 3 in the bottom half as we look to close out for the final 3 in the top half of the 7th inning. 9-7. Stay with us. Conclusion of Game 1 on the horizon.
Pinch hitter. Leading off for the Scots, pinch hitter number 22.
Gwen Weber is going to lead it off. Pinch hitter for for Jenna Holzinger.
In baseball, that does not happen.
Logan Hopkins looking to secure game one for the Lions. That one just missed upstairs, 1-1. Ball and a strike. Here it comes. On the ground. Speaks up with it. One away. McKenna Sally was the scheduled batter, but it's going to be Peyton Feather.
Pinch hitting for the Scots. Number 28, Peyton Feather.
Feather, a freshman, standing in for McKenna Sally, whose day ends after a 1-for-3 performance. Not sure where that one was on the map. 1-0. On the ground, hard hit, past the diving Speaks. It'll be a one-out single for the Scots. Emily Dimmock up here. Double for her last time, one that cleared Votava's head. And in kind, Votava backs up a little bit more. Fouled on back. Spins off the top bar of the cage.
Thank you.
Told you I'm not gonna be there. Thank you, buddy. I don't know.
I'll see you later.
Well, you can
Enjoy the rest of the game.
No, it's okay.
Thursday.
I want to work when I can.
0-1. Strike.
I also want to get experience to pitch for softball because I haven't been able to do that. And I didn't get to do it last year.
Hopkins. Toes back to slab. Looking to face off against Dimmock. 0-2 pitch on the way. Whoo! Just missed on the outside half. Runner at first. That's Feather. After a single through the dirt. 1-2. Foul ball. Just got a piece of that one, did Dimmock. One, two. Hard hit right back up the middle. Speaks is going to have one play, and she'll be able to get it. Good play by Maddie Speaks, able to grab it out there. As the covering Chronic able to snag it out of the air, and there's two away.
Now batting left fielder, Jordan Porter.
There's Jordan Porter. Possible last hope here for the Scots. Down and in. Hopkins shakes the arm loose a little bit, grabs a bit of dirt for towing the first base side of the slab. 1-0 on the way. Hard hit on the ground, past Speaks. It's another single. So go ahead run stands in the batter's box in the form of Renee Sandman.
Now batting first base with Renee Sandman.
Alma's been ahead of Hopkins. Past few times they've swung. Down bounds away from Green. Both runners are going to advance, and the tying run is in scoring position. A little bit of drama here at the end of game one. Hopkins requesting a new ball. Sandman climbs back in. Hopkins toes the rubber. 2 on, 2 down. A 1-0 count on the way. Chopper up the middle. Diving try by Chronic. This is going to tie the ball game. A clutch chopping single up the middle by Renee Sandman. And we're all knotted up at 9.
Wasn't a single, I wasn't watching. I know you called a single, I wasn't watching. And I was freaked out.
You're asking what happened?
Wasn't a single?
Yeah.
This on the throw? Yeah. Okay. That's what I would add.
J.C. LaValle takes a strike. So Lions will have work to do in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The hope is that it's just going to be 1 run needed to score. Hopkins looking to do the job and get her squad out of here. Misses down low, 1-1. That hit her. So that's going to bring up the big bat of Morgan Brandow. As Coach Martin's going to walk out there and talk with Hopkins before this next meeting. Brandow, of course, the big bomb that brought the Scots back from the brink. The Lions later were able to take the lead back, and we're going to have a pitching change here as Megan Steinmeier is going to come back on and try to finish this one out for the Lions. So she'll throw her warm-up tosses, and we'll rejoin you as the Scots are rallying late here in the top of the 7th, still tied up at 9. First pitch to Brandow, misses outside from Steinmeier. 2 on with 2 out. Ball. Brandow crowding the plate as that one drops in for strike number 1. Down low and inside, 3-1 from Steinmeier. 3-1. High pop-up. Left field shallow. Speak settles under it. And the side is retired. So the Scots strand a pair,
That's 2 runs.
but they also score a pair. As we're all tied up going to the bottom of the 7th, Lions look to walk it off. 9-9. Lions will look to Green, Nerva, and Taylor scheduled. That's 5, 6, and 7. Michaela Kenny still out there. Again, just had one really rough inning, and that was the bottom of the 3rd. The 6th, the Lions were able to rally more. Popped up behind the press box, 0-1. A 1 pitch on the way from Kenny, and it's down low. So we'll even up the count, a ball and a strike. Green 1 for 3 today. I should say 1 for 4. She batted twice in that 3rd inning. 2-1 coming. Fouled off again. Green went upstairs trying to drive one, just missed under it. Two. This one smoked to left field, and that's going to lay right into the mitt of Porter. Well struck by Green, but unfortunately right in line with Leather.
Now batting center fielder Hartley Nerva.
Nerva 2 for 2 with a walk last time up. So Nerva's been a spark plug at the bottom of the order for the Lions. See what she can do here. That one misses from Kenny. It'll be 1-0. Kenny checks the wrist. Now leans back and fires. Low again. 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Chopper on the ground. Sally bobbles it for a moment and is able to complete it over to get the speedy Nerva. 2 down.
Now batting third baseman Kaylee Taylor.
Kaylee Taylor stands in. 1 for 2 this afternoon. Did come around to score last time she was up in this one. Hard hit on the ground and a fair ball. Unassisted 3
Lions held scoreless
for Sandman. We'll go to the top half of the 8th. Free softball here at the WAC. 'N' 'N. Still tied up 9-9.
9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9. 9-9.
Kaylin Thomas is going to be the extra ghost runner at second base to start us off. Brandow was the last runner. They opted for a pinch, or last hitter opted for a pinch runner. It's going to be a strike against Sophia Somerset after she missed the bunt.
I go to take pictures.
0-1 on the way from Steinmeier, and the bunt is down. Runner will advance. Throw by third baseman Taylor to covering Chronic. There's one away.
Now batting third baseman Camille Lozman.
Camille Lozmack stands in.
Side of the fence?
Yeah, the athletic trainer.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead run down at third base with one away.
Side of the, on the opposite side.
High ball one from Steinmeier.
Okay. Like where that girl stand right there.
Lozmack 2 for 4 today. As that one hits the inside part of the zone, 1-2. Rather 1-1, excuse me. Couple singles, a strikeout, and a flyout. One, swing and a foul back. Steinmeier would love a strikeout here, get that second out of the inning. One, two. Off the hands. Way to fight there by Lozmack. One-two pitch. Steinmeier tried to get her on the outside half. She did get a swing, just made contact. Did Lozmack. We'll do it again. Again, go ahead, run down at third. That's courtesy of the ghost runner. Hard hit right over to Taylor. Able to get it on a short hop, and she won't be able to get the throw. Bobbled for the moment. And that's just enough time for Lozmack to reach safely. That's going to bring up Jenna Holzinger. She's back in the game. Tags in for Gwen Weber. This one's driven to left field. Votava's back. She's going to make the grab, but it's going to be able to score a run. As the Scots move up 10-9. They were once down 6-1, but they've rallied back and scored in the last 4 innings.
Now batting the shortstop McKenna Sally.
Here's McKenna Sally. Inside. Off the hands, popped up behind the press box, 1-1. Upstairs. Green making sure that that Lozmack did not run. Here comes the 2-1 on the way from Steinmeier. This one out towards left field. That'll lay down for a foul ball. We'll do a 2-2. Steinmeier looking to get out of this inning, just allowing the one, giving her team a chance to tie it back up. hopefully walk it off in the bottom of the 8th. Running out of frames there on the scoreboard. Another foul ball. Two. Down low, Green's throw down to second is not there. Tag's not there. Throw beater, but I don't think Speaks applied the tag. As in safely with a slide is Lozmack. It'll be a full count, offering due up for Sally. Here it is from Steinmeier. On the ground, high chopper, Speaks to her right, bobbles for a moment, has to throw back to second. They see if they can get the runner in a rundown. They won't be able to. Now advancing to second base is Sally. So good base running by the Scots. Put the Lions in a bit of a predicament here. Emily Dimmock stands in.
Now batting second baseman Emily Dimmock.
Scott's looking to add a little insurance as that strike gets the outside half. Got 2 on with 2 away. Lozmack at third. Out at second base is Sally. Just inside there from Steinmeier. Couldn't grab the corner. It'll be 1-1. Steinmeier pitched the majority of this game. Logan Hopkins came in to try to help out a little bit. Was lifted in the 7th. 2-1 now. Alma has Jordan Porter in the top of the lineup looming. The Lions, when they get to the bottom half of the 8th, will have 8-9-1. 3-1 on Dimmock. And now Coach Martin taking a walk out. We're going to have a swamp here, at least at the catcher position. So Alyssa Jarrett stands in. So Alyssa Jarrett going to begin taking reps behind home plate. Jordan Green will head back to the dugout. Steinmeier still in.
The Lions are 21, Alyssa Jarrett.
Strike. So Steinmeier puts one right through the zone. And is again a pitch away from getting out of this one. Steinmeier settles. Steinmeier wheels back and fires. And it's upstairs. Bases are loaded. So I'll bring up Jordan Porter.
Now batting left fielder Jordan Porter.
Bases juice for the Scots as they uphold a 1-0 lead over Piedmont. And a strike painted inside by Steinmeier. Upstairs, 1-1. time called. We'll have a strategy meeting here with Alma's coach. Coach Martin's going to take the jog out to the circle, do the same. Oh, nope. Didn't have enough time to. So Porter with an even count. She's batted in the past 3 innings. She takes a strike here. Steinmeier sees daylight. Just got to break through to it. 1-2 on the way. Outside, not a bad idea to see if she can get Porter chasing there. But no dice as Porter stays put in the right-handed batter's box. 2-2 the count with 2 down and the bases loaded. Popped up just behind the infield dirt, and Votava able to get it in shallow left field, and the inning is over. But the Scots able to take a 10-9 lead. We'll head it to the bottom of the 8th where we look for heroics at the whack. Watching Piedmont Lions softball on YouTube.
Not yet.
Number 9.
Number 9, so she would be the
What spot?
7th hitter in the order. Now batting right fielder, Mandy Peretti.
What spot, Joseph?
7th.
Mandy Peretti stands in against the new pitcher, Morgan Westall. A lefty for the Scots, posted a .290 last year in the 24 season. Squaring around a bunt here is Peretti. Down at second base is Taylor. Next offering on the way from Westall. Squaring a bunt around, and it is going to spin well enough. An excellent bunt by Mandy Peretti. Spun it right clear of the line. And runners on the corners to start off this bottom of the 8th as Kennedy Votava strolls to the plate.
Now batting left fielder, Kennedy Votava.
As we're going to have a meeting here in the circle for Coach Griffin. The Lions playing their brand of offense, continuing to put pressure on this Scots defense, as we've seen it do multiple times today. Scots with 3 errors on the board to this point. Lions just looking to find a gap right here, or at least find a hole to see if they can sneak through and get this 10-10 game back into their hands. A lot of speed in the lineup as well, so a single might mean that you go first to third for Peretti. Votava had a good eye today. Should be facing a new arm for the first time today, though. She's walked twice and then reached on an error. And then behind her, of course, she's the number 9 batter. So it would be Speaks and Lowry awaiting. Ready to go. Votava stands in against Westall. Popped up, making the dive unavailable. It's a fair ball. The home plate umpire is calling it a fair ball. Somerset reached out to get it while the ball was in fair territory. It touched her glove. So that's a bunt single for Votava. It hit her glove in foul territory and then rolled out. That's not an argument. So right now the bases are loaded. Lions looking for a big breakthrough here. They've already got the winning run in scoring position. So they're going to call everybody back here. I don't exactly know what that ruling is. So it'll be 0-1 on Votava. Infield's in a bunch. Votava squares again. Throw down to second base is going to be none as no one's covering it. So now the winning run is in scoring position. Westall readies the next offering. 1-1. Votava takes a strike.
Look at us, huh? Look at that. Look at that.
2 on. Nobody out. 1-2 on the way to Votava. Slapped out of play. One, two, swung and foul tipped into the mitt. So Votava set aside. That'll bring up Maddie Speaks.
Maddie Speaks.
Speaks a single her last time up. Same result here, at least ties the game. This one lined into center field. That'll lay down for a base hit. Here comes the run around third base. Maddie Speaks walks off game 1.
Oh, I added a hit. I shouldn't even touched it.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Your final score from game 1 here at the WAC. Piedmont wins it 11-10 on a walk-off single by Maddie Speaks. Thanks for joining us for game 1. We'll have game 2 coming up shortly.
Lions earn a hard-fought W in game 1. Steinmeier will get the win. Westall will be hit with the loss. Pitching just a third of the inning, recording an out. But still got work to do. Still plenty of softball on the way from the WAC. We'll rejoin you with game 2 pretty soon. Once again, your final score from game 1, 11-10, Lions secure a split at home.